Tottenham 4, West Ham 1. A return from an international break yields 3 points for Tottenham Hotspur. Welcome in to Top of the Perch. I am your host, as always, Nick Burt. It was going to be an interesting game no matter what. Going up against West Ham, early kickoff, off an international break, all these things combined most likely would mean Tottenham, in usual situations, struggle here. They'll find a way to lose or they'll find a way to draw. Either way, it never feels like this is a game they get up getting 3 points out of. But things turned out differently today, obviously. From the outset, it did look like it was going to be one of those games. I mean, there was a cross into the box in the 11th minute that yielded a brilliant shot from West Ham, required Vicario making an insane save. But you could feel West Ham putting on the pressure. It's like, this may be one of those games. We get to I believe it was the 18th minute. A cross into the box goes to Bowen. Bowen, I believe he tried to cross it back. And then he got it back in the box right at the byline, gets a Kudus, who has a wide open net. He puts it in. It is 1-0 to West Ham, 18 minutes into this game, and it sure does feel like one of those moments are happening again, because for Tottenham Hotspur, it's never easy, especially in a game like this. It always, at least last year, Ange Postecoglou struggled mightily with West Ham. I believe it was a draw at home, a loss away. Might have been flipped, but still the results did not yield anything great for Tottenham last season. So it's going to be interesting to see how Postecoglou would adapt here. It was 34th minute. Off a corner, a brilliant shot from Pedro Porro outside the box tests Alphonse Areola, makes a great save on that one, and it stays 1-0 to West Ham. But just 2 minutes later, in the 36th minute, it was just brilliance. Brilliance once again from Dejan Kulusevski, who had an absolutely outstanding game in the midfield today. He finds the back of the net, makes it 1-1. I mean, it was just a brilliant shot right at the top of the box, right to the near post. It was a moment of brilliance, and there's really no better way to put it than that, as this game goes level into the halftime break. Now, you were seeing flashes, it felt like. You saw flashes of, a Tottenham side that we're used to. But there were other moments in this game where it's like, okay, they don't look great. It definitely looks like they're coming off an international break. This isn't going well. But obviously moments of brilliance, like the Kulusevski goal, the corner where Porro almost had a goal there. There were moments there where it felt like this team should win this game. So coming out of the second half, Postecoglou, bold decision. He was playing good, not great, but brings off James Maddison at halftime, puts Pop Sarr in, and that was honestly a game changer. Sarr, he just brought more of a upfront attacking phase than what Maddison did. So we get to the 52nd minute. Just a moment of brilliance as Basuma is running into the box. He gets across, blasts it into the back of the net, and it is now 2-1 Tottenham, as we are just over 7 minutes into the second half, and Tottenham have the lead. The constant pressure they had starting out the second half yields a goal, as they make it 2-1. Now, it would only be 3 minutes later Tottenham have another great chance. It is Kulusevski going into the box once again. He hands it off to Son. Son takes a shot. It bounces off Areola, and it goes into the back of the net, and it is now 3-1 to Tottenham. Felt like mere moments ago it was only 1-0 to West Ham, obviously. That changed in the first half, but it felt like it was very quick. It ends up being 3-1 to Tottenham. And then just 5 minutes after that goal, it's Heung-min's son again on his return from injury. Puts it in the back of the net, makes it 4-1 Tottenham. That would be the final goal of the game. Of course, though, we had some shenanigans going before this game could end. I believe it was right around the 80th minute. There's a foul on Van de Ven. Van de Ven goes down. It's Kunduz again. He causes the foul. Kunduz walks over him. Van de Ven pushes him, but then it's a push to the face by Kunduz, and then Van de Ven goes down. Then it's a scuffle. Kunduz then pops Sar in the face, and as of now, it was only a yellow card to Kunduz, and then VAR takes a look at it, turns into a straight red. I can't say that it's the wrong decision. That 100% was the first decision. I think the fact we went to VAR is more of a problem because that should have been quite easily straight red. The one I don't get why Van de Ven got a yellow there. That doesn't make sense to me. I get that he pushed, but I mean, I don't think that's worth a yellow there. But here we are. It's a red card. They play down to 10 men for the last 10 minutes of this game. But it is Tottenham walking away with the 4-1 victory in this one. A much needed 3 points after what happened at Brighton the last time out, which feels like a decade ago. But it was really only 2 weeks. But great win for Tottenham. Let's take a look at the stats. 57% of the possession was held by Tottenham. They had 22 total shots on target today. Or shots total, I should say. 7 of them were on target compared to West Ham having only 11 shots and 4 on target. The expected goals, a little bit expected when you have a scoreline like this. 1.92 for Tottenham, 0.78 for West Ham. The fouls were a big thing in this game. 15 for West Ham, 10 for Tottenham. Only 1 yellow card for Tottenham, that Van de Ven one. 3 yellow cards for West Ham. Of course, they had the 1 red. And then the corners, very vast difference in this game. 13 for Tottenham, 5 for West Ham. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at the player ratings for this match. So as always, I'm going to start out right on top. Heung-min's son, 8.6. Brilliant game back from injury. He should have had 2 goals. The first one, I think, would have went in if it wasn't, deflected, but ends up being own goal. Then you get Solanke. He had a good game. He has his moments. It's just, I don't know. Tottenham just aren't finding ways to get to him as he should be, and it's struggling to get him in the back of the net. He's still playing well. It's just he's not yielding the goals. But still, he earns 7.5 in this game. Brennan Johnson, he earns a 7.8. The goal streak ends, sadly. He had a few opportunities today. Goal streak ends, though. He did have a goal for Wales during the international break, so it extended into the international break, but it has since come to an end. Thought he did really well today. He finds ways into those areas. He does look a completely different player than what we saw at the very beginning of this season. We go into the midfield. James Madison, who only played the half. He had the assist on the first goal for Kulusevski here in 7.8. I mean, he had a good game, but like I kind of said, that sub at half, like, tactically made sense. Sarr would be a more attacking type midfielder for that situation, and it very much paid off. Basuma, he had the go-ahead goal in this game. He gets an 8-4. I thought he had a brilliant game today in the midfield. Looked calm, cool, and collected out there. Great game for him. Kulusevski, 8-5. He will be my man of the match. I mean, he feels like he's one of the best midfielders in this league right now. And the funny thing is, like, that's not his main position. I mean, we've seen him the past, like, 2 to 3 years. Like, he was always playing on the wing. Now that we have Brennan Johnson there, he's going into the midfield, and he is just, what a playmaker he is in the midfield. He may be the best midfielder Tottenham have right now, if we're honest. Here's an 8-5. He had the goal today. Just brilliant game from him. Destiny Udogie, great game from him also. He is also, coming off a very good international break that I believe saw it was either his debut or debut goal for Italy, something along those lines. I could be completely wrong on that and thinking about somebody else, but he comes back, earns an 8-3 in this game. It just felt like he was all over the place today, getting balls, sending in balls, all of it. Great game from him. Van de Ven, he earns a 7.7. I still don't really get the yellow card, but hey, here we are. It is what it is. Here in 7.7, Romero 7.9. I thought he had a very complimentary game to Van de Ven today. Very well played from him. Pedro Porro 7.7. If that goal would have went in at the end of the first half, right around the end of the first half, that would have been insane. But alas, it did not. So here we are, here in 7.7. On Vicario 7.1. He was really only tested a few times today. One of them ended up being a goal, and he was just completely out of position for that one. So we get to our subs. Sarr came on at half, had an assist in this game. Like I said, he was just kind of a game-changing sub. He earns a 7.7. Timo Werner, it's his normal appearance. I don't really think he did much. He earns a 6.1. And then Bentancur, Richarlison, and the young Archie Gray all got subbed on too late to receive a score here. Richarlison, though, brilliant flop in that scuffle. He barely got hit, and he went down like he got punched in the face, like he was just knocked out by Mike Tyson. So, I mean, whatever you want to grade that, you can grade that. So, given that, that is going to wrap it up for this recap of Tottenham 4, West Ham 1 here on the Nickford Sports Network and Top the Perch. Up next for Tottenham, we're back in the Europa League on Thursday, facing off against AZ Alkmaar, the team from the Netherlands. Should be an interesting game. Wouldn't be surprised if the youth kind of get a little bit more playing time again. Excited to see how that one goes. So thank you so much for watching. If you just stumbled across this video, click like, click subscribe, tell anybody to know about it. We'll be back on Thursday to recap that Europa League game. Hopefully another 3 points for Tottenham in that competition, but we will have to see then. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you again soon for another episode of Top of the Perch.